What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to talk about the Anime Expo 2023. And some of you might be thinking, well, Wossy, come on, it's a little bit specific. That's one event. Why are we so excited about the Anime Expo 2023? Well, first of all, there's actually some other stuff we want to talk about as well. We'll get there towards the end of the video. But for now, I want to talk about the Monkey D. Luffy promo. You see, ladies and gentlemen, there is a brand new promo 37, which, I mean, look, we all know at this stage it's going to be given out in other places. I flatly refuse to believe this is only going to be given out here. It would be, frankly, kind of weird if it was only given out here. But as it stands at the moment, this is the first news we've got of this promo being given out, and as it stands at the moment, this is where this promo is being given out. And it is a brand new promo, it is a unique promo, it is a promo about which I'm pretty excited because honestly the art here is just really, really lovely. So we should have a little bit of a chat about it. This is a brand new green card. This is a 2-cost, 4,000 power card. And when attacking, if you have 2 or more rested characters, this character gains 1,000 power during your turn. Now, generally speaking, your ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill, average, vanilla characters will be 2-cost, 4,000 power. The difference, of course, being that they will have counter. That's it. That's the difference. Your 2-cost vanilla characters will be very much like this, in that they will be 2-cost 4,000 power, but they will have a counter plus 1,000 as well. You're giving that up here. You're giving up the counter. So to use a random example here, we could go for the Jinbei from OPO2. Green, 2-cost, 4,000 power, but with counter plus 1,000 coming in here as well, this all makes perfect sense. But if you got 2 or more rested characters, you're actually a 2-cost 5,000 power. That makes a bit of a difference. That makes you more powerful. Now, one thing that is actually really important here, remember that 5,000 power is, well, it's the first really relevant attacking number. By that, what I basically mean is when you're attacking, the tie goes to the attacker. Leaders generally have 5,000 power. So when you're attacking, 5,000 power is the minimum where you start to think an attack is going to go through. Lower than 5,000 power, you have to beef it up or you're literally not getting past the leader. 5,000 power is when it starts getting beefy enough for an expectation it will go through. So with 2 rested characters, this goes to 5,000 power. It is the lowest cost. At which point, you know, it is a 2-cost, but you got 5,000 power, so you're expecting it to go through. This is all wonderful, wonderful news, and it's cheap. But you're giving up the counter. That's it. That's the card. If you're happy doing that, that's lovely. If you're not, play something else. This was over in Japan, given out in the June issue of Psycho Jump, along with a bunch of other promos, some other games, as tends to be the case, including a very, very nice Union Arena Demon Slayer promo. So yeah, I picked this up. Yeah, I got the Japanese version of this, but the English version is cool as well. For the time being, it's being given out at the Anime Expo between the 1st of July and the 4th of July of this year. But as we've seen many times before, we're not going to see, it doesn't happen in One Piece, that you get these promos that are given out at one event and never seen again. That would be weird and unfair and make everybody sad. What is actually going to happen here is that this is the first place it's going to be given out, and then we're going to find it elsewhere, and that's going to be lovely. Worth noting that if you take part in the tutorial, you will also get yourself a promotion pack 2023, which is lovely. All 5 cards in that one, remember? You will get yourself a demo deck featured around the OPO1 Roanoa Zoro, which of course is a fantastic leader that is still winning all over the place. And you will get yourself a promotional play sheet, which features some lovely art of Luffy and Kaido, etc. It's a cool thing. Do you need it? No, it's going to be a paper play sheet. Nobody needs it. Is it very cool and the kind of thing you might want to have in your collection? Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely. So that's where we are. That is the Anime Expo 2023, and frankly, I'm not going to make it. I'll be honest with you. I would love to. I would very much enjoy being there. It sounds like the kind of thing about which I could get very excited, but it's also happening in Los Angeles in July, and I'm not going to make it to Los Angeles in July. I'm just telling you right now, it's not happening. Sorry about that. But something that is happening, over in Japan at least, is that they are giving away a bunch of lovely alternate art promos. Now, I need to give a massive shout out here to Veeks over on Twitter, who did share this tweet with me from WMP_YW, which showed off these cards. I also found these cards tweeted out by other people, including _piece TCG, not an official handle, I should say. That's just what they're called over on Twitter. And both of them feature this image of these 4 alternate art cards. And if I may be so bold as to suggest, these are very, very, very stunning cards indeed. I want these, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely want them. What we've got here are a series of 4 cards and a reprint of existing cards, but with this lovely artwork. I think they're TV promos like we saw before, but these are just absolutely lovely. These are ones that we like a lot. Now, we don't have the best image. I think that's pretty clear at this stage. So I'm giving you what I'm fairly sure are the cards here, but you will have to forgive me a little bit. But I'm pretty sure the Sanji is the Sanji that came around in OP01. 2 cost, 3,000 power, counter plus 1,000, and activate main once per turn. You may add a card from your life area to your hand. This character gains 2,000 power during this turn, and then give this character up to 2 rested Don cards. So you basically, and it's got counter plus 2,000, remember, which is huge. So you've got the good counter plus 2,000, we like that. And essentially, yeah, you have to take a life. That is not an ideal scenario. However, you essentially become a 7,000 power 2 cost character, which is clearly spectacular. So you're giving up a life, but I think it might actually be worth doing so, and that's kind of awesome. Now, the other red card here seems to be featuring Jinbei. Cool. Now, this one is a bit harder to figure out because we can't quite see the power. We can see less of the card, but it looks like it's got 5,000 power. It's red, and it definitely doesn't have blocker, but it does have a skill which is Don X1 and has a blue thing like when attacking. That means it is the Jinbei from Starter Deck 1. 3 cost, 5,000 power, Don X1 when attacking. Your leader or one of your characters other than this card gains 1,000 power during this turn. So you whack a Don on there. You go up to a 6,000 power character, remembering of course that I said 5,000 is the minimum if you're trying to get an attack through. And then after that, you get to boost another one by 1,000 power. And this sounds absolutely fine by me. Not some stunning powerhouse card that's seeing a huge amount of play, and it's in Starter Deck 1, it's been out a while. But it is a very cool card. And the artwork here is absolutely lovely. So, yeah, this seems fine by me, ladies and gentlemen. This seems fine by me. Now, in terms of Bo Hancock, we got a 4 cost, 5,000 power, but we can see very clearly from the scan that it doesn't have blocker. At least it really doesn't look like it's got blocker, which means we are talking about the Bo Hancock that came around in OP02. 4 cost, 5,000 power, counter plus 1,000, and when attacking, draw a card, trash a card from your hand, and then trash up to 3 cards from your hand. So a little bit of draw, but mostly it's good for emptying out your hand when you need to do so. There is actually another Bo Hancock, which is 4 cost, 5,000 power from OP01, but that one's got blocker and a Don X1 skill. This really doesn't look like it's that one, so I feel pretty confident this is a reprint of the one from OP02, which is honestly pretty lovely, ladies and gentlemen. This is a cool card. I like all of these. But there is one more here, and we are going to be talking about Trafalgar Law. And the good thing is here, it is a 1 cost blue Trafalgar Law, and that does narrow it down quite significantly. What we've got here is the one that came around in Starter Deck 3. It is the only one-cost blue lure, and it's got blocker, and this is the one we can actually see the whole of the card, and this very clearly has blocker. It's a one-cost blocker. No counter. It's got 1,000 power, which is very, very low. This is not a particularly good or exciting card. It's not supposed to be. It is supposed to be a very cheap blocker. And as a very cheap blocker, this works. Honestly, this works very nicely indeed. All 4 of these cards are being given out over in Japan. I believe they're TV promos like we've seen previously. I want to say that's where they're from. I am struggling a little bit for information here, but that does seem to be what is going on. And I love it. It's an A prize. So there's a competition going on, and the A prize is you get these 4 promo cards. I want these 4 promo cards. These 4 promo cards are absolutely lovely. That's what I think. I want to know what you think. Tell me how excited you are about the new Luffy and whether you're going to the Anime Expo. Tell me what you think about these new promos. Tell me anything else you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.